Figured since the weather's nice, I'd give another update on what I've been working on here in the shed. Start here in the S17. I got the cover off the top here, got the air intake off, and I stuck this elbow and the air cleaner off of my parts engine, and it actually kind of looks more like a lawnmower engine now. But there's the shield, and then this is all it was for the air intake. This just slid over the carburetor and the air went in through there. Took a belt guard off too, just keeps the belt from jumping off the pulley. I drained the oil out of this, and I knew as soon as I pulled the plug I could see the water droplets in it, so I thought, oh great. And there's quite a few interesting chunks that were coming out of the oil. So I drained all the oil, and then I thought, well, I gotta flush it somehow, and I didn't want to waste good oil doing it. So I just drained the oil out of the wards, and then poured that used engine oil through this one to flush it out, and it looks a lot cleaner, and it was coming out clean by the time I was done with it. So I filled this with fresh oil, put some good engine oil in on top of the piston and down around the valves, let it sit for a little bit so the whole top of the piston's coated and the valves are coated. It's going to smoke like a bugger when it starts up, but it spins a lot easier than it did before because the spark plug was out. I put a spark plug in it, put the spark checker on it, and pulled it, and of course it has no spark. So I got to tear the flywheel off, and I'll probably just throw a good tune-up kit in it, and hopefully that'll fix my spark issue. And while I'm in there, I'll probably run a wire from the condenser out to this here so I can hook up a kill switch for it instead of using the choke like I have to on all the other ones. Also down here, I decided to use the old chain. I got it cleaned up pretty well and it's all free, so I'm just going to use this old chain for the drive. But this gear right here comes off the transmission. There's supposed to be a bolt that goes in here and holds this, but I noticed when I was playing with the chain that I could turn this gear almost like that far before it finally started to catch a transmission. So I thought, well, might as well take it apart and check it out. So I pulled this off. There's no good way to show this, I suppose. Go out here. Maybe it'll help. I don't know how well you can see that keyway or not, but the keyway isn't much of a square keyway anymore. So I'm working on making a new key for it. Same way with the shaft right there. I don't know how well you can see it. Oh, you can see it better here. But this was the key. Is it this one? Yeah, this is the key. It was in it. I can get to go on there. Maybe, come on. This is how much play I had in it before. But I don't know if crap. I don't know if I can show this key or not. No, it's not going to focus well. But the key's kind of misformed, so that's part of the problem. But I took a half moon key and I've been working on grinding it down to a length, width, and height that I need. And I've got it pretty close to what I need to make it work. So, and last night I sharpened the blades on the wards. Got the blades bolted down. I got the deck belt back on it. Got the roll pins hammered back in for the mount here, and we're ready to put her back in. I'll flip it over and show you what the blades look like if I can do it. Got my new bolts in there as well, so this is ready to go. I got my throttle cable for my hood. That's one thing I was going to do. I was going to pull out my whole cart here, but I figured while I'm working on my SpeedX, I might as well just load up all the SpeedX stuff I have and bring it down here to the shed. but this is the hood that's going to be going on it. The throttle's broke on it. There's no knob for the choke, so it needs throttle and choke cables. This is another one of my rims I have. I have a crankshaft in there, tire chains, mower deck mount, belt pulley, springs, flywheel. I don't know what else I have in there. There's the tire chains from S24 or S23, whatever one I will use it for. Oh, I got my hood bracket, extra steering gears, extra transmission gears, steering wheels, choke cables. So I got plenty of parts to work with, for now at least. But next step, I guess, is to take this flywheel off. But while I'm thinking about it, we'll start up the S19 here. I swapped floats in the carburetor. That's the only thing I did was swap floats. And it runs a lot better than it did, but I still have a problem with it. So I'm not sure what's going on. I know what's going on there. It's my allergies, but we'll sit on that. Let's see if I can make this work here. Oh yeah, that's good enough. Alright. Another thing I can't figure out, my throttle keeps reversing on me. Like, it used to be, you would press this down, and it would accelerate, you push it back up, and it would throttle down. But while it's running, it'll actually switch, so when you push this up, it throttles up, and when you pull this down, it throttles down. But I don't know what the heck's going on with that, why it's doing that. Unless the governor's out of adjustment or something, I'm not sure. But I'm not sure why my throttle's acting like that, because I mean I didn't adjust anything with the governor when I had it apart. The only thing I can think of is the spring down here, something messed up with that. Oh, well that's a problem. There we go. Bet it'll work now. We'll see. Still didn't fix it, still reversed, so I don't know what the heck's going on. But, I don't know. I messed something up somewhere, I guess, but I guess I'll just have to keep playing with it. But, alright, well, that's where I stand right now, so. Thanks for watching.